And we are back, MoneyPot Podcast. I am your host, Moss Money. As you can see, I'm a little solo right now, but the boards are coming, man. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's getting into a dead period. Time is starting to, run out on things that we can bet. So we talking baseball because that's all we got, man. Let's go.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they did it. They did it.
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that? Oh, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And we are live. It's your boy Moss Money from the MoneyPot Podcast. We are back for another episode on this beautiful Sunday, hot ass morning. I got my cup of Joe. I'm waiting for my boys to come with me. Couldn't wait any longer, man. I was too antsy, right? I needed to get on here. Want to know why? Because the membership team was jumping last night. Man, if y'all not part of that membership group, y'all need to get on, man. Cause we got 1,200. Let me look at it real quick. If y'all didn't catch it, man, it's $9.99 a month, not biweekly, right? Not weekly, a month, and we are cooking, right? We are cooking this weekend. Had a good showing on the UFC card last night. The Phils get that. So let me get the plays up and let me tell you here. So we had just a quick review. We had three straight plays. Toronto got postponed. The Phillies is crazy. Of course, the fucking Phillies, right? They do this to us. The Phillies gave up a two. They're up 2-0 in the bottom of the eighth. I think they're going to be starting at the top of the ninth before the delay. They gave up a two-run shot, tied the game. So now we got to go at one to wait for the Phil's games to come on. Then our other straight play, Billy Quarantillo, I believe is how you say his last name, got the underdog win. We swept the two team parlays. One was plus 300. The other one was plus 140. Missed on a long shot. That's why it's a long shot. And then we had two parlays. We had a 14 parlay that was going to win us plus 992. So with all those odds and all those things I'm saying, the plus money is what you would bet $100 on. So if it's plus 992, it'd be $100 to win $992 for every 100. So just stay with me. So we had Dodgers who won, Rodriguez sub or KO that hit. How you know what? Makachev, I didn't even know what he did last night. I actually fell asleep at the end because we were already good. So and Nascimento, I had him on a sub. He had won all his last fights. I think 5 out of the last 7 fights he won on subs, but he got the KO in that one, which was big. And then on the parlays, we have a 14 parlay going. We got a 14 parlay going. And the 14 parlay is plus 1213. Hit on all of it. We have the Phillies left for today at 1 o'clock. So we could hedge that bet, but I got a good feeling that the Phillies are going to pull that off. So Toronto was obviously the postponed game, and then we hit on Mazzaro, two dogs and Phillies plus 12-13. If you're not in the membership place, please ask somebody who is, because we are cooking. We are cooking, right? We are cooking in the membership plays. We're doing our thing, and I'm not sure if I saw Willie Vegas. Willie Vegas hit me up with the fantasy stack, so I gotta double check that. But if the Phils win today, it might even be a reason to bet today. Like it really might not be. We've been up so much from over the weekend. It really might not be really any reason to bet today. But if there's some value, I'll put it out there, man. B Diddy, man, what's up, man? I got to dock your pay, man. You late? What's going on? Good dreams? I can't hear you, brother. Yeah. All right, yeah, go ahead. Come back out and come back in. We ride dirty, man. Like my man Greg said. We riding dirty, man. We ride solo, man. I got y'all. Don't worry. I got y'all, man. I've been doing this a long time, baby. Makachev won by sub. Had it on the plays. Had it on the plays. Won by sub. My man. Oh man. If that would have been two to parlays. We almost hold up. Out of the long shot, if he would have won by sub, we might have swept the goddamn plays, y'all. Damn. Like when you get on these heaters, you gotta put your foot on their throat, B. Like when you get on some of these heaters, because we've been riding every weekend. Y'all seen it. People who are on the team, people on the A2D radio team, eating. People who are watching me right now, eating. If you know somebody on the membership team, man, if y'all didn't win no money last night, man, come on, man. Y'all not following. Y'all not paying attention. Y'all gotta follow what I'm doing. I'm showing you the plays, and then we coming back and talk about it today. We break it down. How did I see that? How do I know how to play with that? You know what I mean? Like, how do I know where to go, where to play? What are my strategies? Things like that. And we're going to definitely dig deeper to that. So that's a quick recap of the membership plays for the weekend. Recap of gambling. I usually go to my guys and kind of talk to them about gambling. But hey, man, if you guys pick some plays out there that that you guys have up there, some good plays, man, make sure you put them in the chat. We'll talk about them. I'll post them up real quick. Let me know what plays were the best plays from a gambling perspective that you hit this week. Because once again, goddamn it, I can't stress it enough. Get in the membership plays, man. Cook it, man. Here it is. A2D membership plan, $9.99 a month. Amazing perks, shout outs, members only appearances, and of course the weekly picks, the plays, getting it for the money team. All right. Let us get us before we get deep dive into like how to bet baseball, different plays in baseball, things that we like, different strategies. Let's go to the poll question we got up here, man. And I think this is an interesting poll question. Kind of exciting to be back as a Philadelphia just fan, right? From the outside looking in. Obviously, we know big disappointment with the Sixers. Eagles suck. Phillies, are they showing us something? You know, late run. You know, what can they do? I think they're 3 or 4 back from first, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and the Flyers I saw have made some moves. Not sure who those guys are. But here's the question to the poll to the people, man. I'm gonna break down your comments. I see Greg already jumped on it, man. Trading for Deshaun Watson is a bigger deal than trading for Damian Lillard. Agree to disagree, man. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, all of them. Go ahead, man. Tell me about it. Agree to disagree. I'm gonna give you my opinion on it, and I actually agree with this. I definitely agree to the poll here. I think that this city has always been a football town. This city has always been, football first. We love our. You have you have your mainstay. You guys who love your Sixers. You love your Flyers. You love, your Phillies, and obviously we love our Eagles. But when the Eagles are winning in this town, in this city, oh man, there's a buzz. There's a buzz in the air that you can't match. There's a buzz in the air that you just it's nothing like it. That Monday morning after Sunday football, it either breaks or makes your week. We all know it. We all see it, right? So when we come in on the next day for work, and if the Eagles winning, we're high fiving, we're smiling, we're talking. Our boss needs something. Oh, I got that, bro. I got that. Don't worry. We good. We good. Don't worry. I already did it, actually. That's how good I felt, right? You know what I mean? It's already been done. Don't worry about it. Worry about it, tell the next guy. So, yeah, man. Yeah, so I think that the Deshaun Watson thing, and it's the biggest position, right? Obviously, the quarterback, you're talking about getting a top 5 quarterback as right now in his prime. Dame Lillard, 31, a little bit older. We're all looking at this window of Joel Embiid, and what can we match with Joel to make this work? What can we match with Joel to get us over the hump, getting past the second round, and at least getting to the Eastern Conference championship? when we're thinking about so many scenarios, right? There's so many scenarios with Ben Simmons, him getting trading here, him getting trading there, this, giving up Maxi, Thibault, and Thibault looks good, man. Thibault looks good in the Olympics right now, man. And I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit. I don't want to give that up, man. I don't know. I mean, it's Dame, right? Like it's Dame, so I get it. But he looks good. He looks good. He looks quick. You know what I mean? He looks like he's got so much more room to grow. Right? We don't even know what Maxi is, but Thibault looks like, he's got so much more ceiling than we've seen. So yeah, I totally agree to the poll here that I think Deshaun Watson is a bigger deal than Dame Lillard, just because, like I said, man, this is such a football town. This is such a football city. We need our Eagles to be good. We can deal with the Phillies. We can deal with the Flyers. We can deal with the Sixers. But the one thing that we can't deal well in this city is if the Eagles are bad. You know what I mean? And then we get to the point like, oh, you know, as long as we beat Dallas twice, that's what we fall back on, right? That's what when the Eagles are bad, as long as we beat Dallas, everything's love, everything's good. But at the same time, man, I don't know, man. I think that we need to. I think we need to find a way to make this Deshaun Watson thing work, right? I'm more on the board of getting Deshaun than I am Dame, because I think that changes everything. Where what the Eagles are doing, they have when healthy, we could argue they have a top 5 offensive line, right? If all those big boys are healthy, because that right side is probably the best right side from the center to the right to Johnson. It's probably the best right side in football, and when and healthy, right? Um, you got your playmakers around you. You just obviously drafted the Slim Reaper, right? And then you have some other receivers around you that are looking. Shit, if Ertz doesn't go anywhere, that's a game changer for this offense, especially with Watson at the QB, him and Goddard. Oh, come on, B. Come on, man. And then you got some running backs, right? I'm not a big believer in Sanders right now because he has to do it for the full thing, for the full season. But at the same time, I think that uh, he's a game changer, right? He is a game changer. Obviously, he can break at any given time. He's got to stop putting the ball on the turf and giving up that chicken. And we got to see, what he can do over a full workload. Now they did bring somebody in. I forget the dude from Detroit, off the top of my head, on Johnson. But yeah, man, I think it's such a bigger deal, man. So once again, man, agree to disagree, man. Let's go back to the comments, man, and kind of catch up with y'all. Greg, I agree to the poll. Watson makes more of an impact to the Eagles. Yeah, Greg, man, I completely agree. The impact, I don't know, right? I don't know if that's right, because I've seen, if you put Deshaun Watson on the Eagles right now, they've talked about us being Super Bowl contenders. I don't think we're there yet. I don't think our defense is there. We don't have a defense containing a defense caliber championship, a defensive championship caliber team. My fault, man. Trying to get it out, man. Let me get my Joe. I'm rolling dirty, man. I'm rolling solo, man. My guys, man. Here he come. Been riding solo for a while. Let me see. B Diddy, what's up, man? You good?
Yeah, I guess it must be my headsets. I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, you good. You good. Let me finish up. So I agree to the poll. Watson makes more of an impact to the Eagles. Yeah, like I don't know. I think Dame might make more of an impact because we see him as the missing piece to get us over the hump, right? We see him as the person that's going to get us to the championship. So while Watson makes a huge impact to the Eagles, I'm not sure if he makes more of an impact, maybe long term, because we're looking to win now with Embiid's window. But for the short period of time, I actually got to disagree to what you just said there, man. I think Dame makes more of an impact, just because of the fact that we're in win now mode with the Sixers and the Eagles. We can wait for the 2 to 3 year 3 year period. Willie Vegas, man, what's up, bro? Appreciate the DFS picks, man. Parlay today, Phillies, Mets, and Nats. Hey, man, what part of the Phillies? Because they got to redo that one inning and then they play again. So I'm assuming you're talking about the full game. I don't know who's on the mound. I got to take a look at it. Also agreed to the poll mainly because of his age and QB is the most important in sports. Um, big facts, man. When the Eagles lose on Sunday, it's a wrap. What's up? What's up, Charles, man? Appreciate you dumping on, man. Make sure you guys hit that like, man, and share, man. Share this platform, share this show, man. We trying to get and teach more folks about the essence of sports gambling, giving out gems, dropping tips, and obviously giving out free plays and free money, man. My part, I want Watson more than Dame. The Sixers are already established and need to get over the hump. The Eagles need a big boost. We got another agree to the poll. Another agree to the poll. All right, man. All right, B Diddy, man, what's good, man? Let's catch you back up. So right now, the poll of today, the question of the day throughout the show, people on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, where are we at? Spotify, wherever we are in the world. Answer the question. Trading for Deshaun Watson is a bigger deal than trading for Dame Lillard. Agree or disagree, baby?
Wow.
That's two heavy hitters, dog.
Yeah, you're talking
Heavy
about
hitters.
two powerful impact players.
For sure.
Two players that are arguably top. Well, Deshaun is a top
5.
Yeah, top 3 quarterback in the league ultimately. But you're talking about 2 top 5 to 8 players in their sport. But Philadelphia is a football city.
Exactly. That's what what I said, man.
Although, like you were saying, I caught the end of it that the Eagles are probably a little bit further away to catch that ride to the chip than what Dame Lillard on the 76ers. Man, I mean, that's just a tough question, bro. I think there are two players that are in our grasp, possibly. I mean, I think Dame Lillard said he was going back to Portland. Didn't he say that?
Yeah, he retracted a little bit of his statements and saying that what did he say? He said like he never requested a trade, like all the reports are saying, and he's not rushing out of Portland. From what I got, he's not rushing out of Portland, but they're not a championship team. So so it's like we need to change. We need to make change now. If you want me to be here, we need to make change now.
Yeah, I think the Eagles. Shit, this is a tough question, bro. I would say that I would agree with the poll. The bigger trading piece would be Deshaun Watson because we are a football city and the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia rides with their Philadelphia Eagle fans, and 76ers are probably secondary. So I would say to agree just to your poll, but they're both impact players. We both need those players. They're both at need, and they're both at our grasp if we're willing to risk what we need to risk to get these players. So
that's the crazy thing.
Listen, go get them. You know what I mean? You're talking about franchise-changing players. I don't care what you have or what you think you want to save and try to frugal on not wanting to give it up. Give it up.
Right.
So, that's my response to that. Whatever it takes to get these guys. I wouldn't say 3 first-rounders, right? But I would say 2 first-rounders, Thibault, Maxey I would like to hold on to. But if Maxey got to go, he got to go because we'll be able to build around those 2 players. Players want to come to Philadelphia then to play with those 2 guys. And we're gonna replace those Maxies and Thibaults anyway.
Thibault looks good, man. He looks.
I like that. I mean, yeah, he does. He's going to continue to grow and be a great impact or glue piece.
Player.
Yeah, glue piece to his. He'll get his offense will get stronger, but at the end of the day, he's not going to be Dame Lillard ever.
Right.
So, if it's going to take a Thibault to get Dame Lillard, that's going to be like you said, Embiid's on a short window. We believe as far as the injury history and the way he plays the game. You got to go get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Robert, I can't trade for Watson with his issues. You know what? There's a thin line with that. Like we understand what it looks like, right? But the one thing I want to just add to this is that there's been no proof of anything as of yet. It's all speculation. It's all he say, she say. Now it's a lot of she saying, right, versus what he's saying. And it looks like from a pattern from the outside looking in that this could be bad, and Deshaun might need some help, with his possibly issues. But once again, there's been no proof of anything, right? There's all been speculation. There's no physical proof. There's no video. There's no nothing. It's just folks coming out and saying, "Hey, this is what's going on. This is what happening." You know, and at this point, I mean, they're probably just going to cut them a check and call it a day. You know, after just keeping keeping it real, right? They're going to cut the check and call it a day. But I think his issues will clear up, and I still don't think there's any way he plays in a Houston uniform and a Texans uniform this year.
For sure. I'm with you right there, 100%. This story, when it came out, 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Right. We haven't heard a thing about it since the first 6 or 2-3 weeks that it came out, and it was hitting the media head strong. So, yeah. I'm with you. There's no proof. There's no charges that have been brought on him. Unfortunately, like I said, if it was proof, we'll be on a different end of this, right? Our response will be much different.
Correct.
I do think those are crazy allegations. They're kind of weird. But at the end of the day, until the proof is out there and he's charged, do what we got to do to get that man in the Philadelphia Eagles uniform.
Facts.
Because he's a franchise changer, and he's the piece that we need ultimately that's going to get us to the next level. Mm-hmm. And Jalen Hurts, unfortunately, will have to take a back seat if we were able to make that move. But I would make that move. Our conference is only getting stronger, and we're the weakest link in the conference. The Giants is going to get better. They got Saquon Barkley that looks like a monster coming off an ACL injury. I know everybody's seen a picture of his quads. Yeah. Looks ridiculous. Yeah, you got the Washington Redskins that are continuously, will continue to get stronger. Their defense is an impact. Their offense will come around. They got some key pieces on their offense.
Yep.
And then you got the Cowboys that's now fully healthy again. Dak Prescott got his money. So,
NFC East is back, man. NFC East is back.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're talking about this early, but I can see that we're the weakest link in our division. Matter of fact, we're one of the weakest teams on paper right now in the NFL.
In NFL, for sure.
So give me Deshaun Watson with all his troubles. We'll figure all that stuff out.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, real quick, Rob, what's your thoughts on the Ertz and 2 for Howard from Miami? No brainer, in my opinion. Yeah, I think it's a no brainer. I saw that already.
As long as that 2 don't take away from Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I don't mind the trade for it. I definitely would pull the trigger. But once again, I think I've said it multiple times, man. I would try it might be past this, but I would keep Ertz. I really would. I think he changes the way this offense can be defended if he's on the field with him in double tight, with him and Goddard, or just them in bunches. I hope they can make it work for Ertz, but I know they can't from a money standpoint because they have to pay Goddard too. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but I would try to keep Ertz if I could. If not, and you can get some value back in terms of a starter for him, because Ertz is a starter. Let's not get it twisted. He's a starter almost anywhere he goes that doesn't have a top 3 tight end. Sure. And he's in that conversation too, if you look at his numbers. So, but I would take Xavier Howard, right? If I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Out in Miami. I would take that too to get that, because we love the pass, right? We love when our defense was stout. We love when we had Lito and Sheldon. We love when we had those, Bobby Taylor and Troy Vincent. That's been a mainstay for having 2, kind of bookend corners who can shut down and help me with my pass, y'all. But I know it was Eric Allen and somebody else too, going even farther back. When we had 2 Eric Allen was the Pro Bowler, but we still had a decent number 2, and I can't think of the guy's name off the top of my head. But yeah, man, I would try to keep Ertz, but if I don't, I'll pull the trigger on that trade if it is. And this is exciting, right? This is exciting, starting to get back into that football mode. People want football now, and it's just a great segue into what our main theme of the show is on how to bet baseball and how to win with baseball today. Yeah, get talking about football, man. We got fantasy right behind it. Like football is just you feel the bump, you get the goosebumps again, right? You get you get that vibe. You smell in the air, especially people who've played, right? We get our body starts to tell us like, all right, it's almost football season, right? Like our internal clock that doesn't turn off, man. Like once you're an athlete like that and been doing that for so many years, it doesn't stop. So we know when that itch is getting. It's still early. It's July, but come around like early August. You know what I mean? When camps will come in around like August 12th, August 10th, right? Don't worry, that thing will turn up, man. What's up, Don? Don, appreciate you being a member, man. How'd you do, man? How'd you doing some plays, man? Let me know, man. Y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me. I'm killing it in the plays. B Diddy, man. We got if the one guy would have hit for a KO last night, bro, we would have swept almost the whole damn card, bro. We would have swept everything. I would hit all the straight plays. I hit both two teamers. I hit one of the big parlays right now. The biggest parlay, one it wasn't the biggest. I had a long shot, same game parlay, but I had a plus 1,200 play that's live in going to win today, with the Phillies closing that out. And then the other parlay, if the one guy didn't did a sub instead of a KO, we would have swept it, man. Don, tell him. Don, tell him.
Let's see what we got with that Phillies, right? It's 2-2, right?
Yeah, it's 2-2. Just 2-2. Hopefully they close out. You guys can hedge if you want, from our membership folks. But
what is it, plus 1,200?
It was plus 1,200.
Yeah, hedge that shit.
Actually, you know what? Let me take that back because I had Toronto in there, and Toronto was a postponed. So it's probably right now
a little shorter.
Yeah, a little bit shorter, probably like plus 8 something. Because I had 2 dogs on there, 2 dogs who won outright on the UFC card and the Phils. So it's probably like plus, like it probably dropped to probably plus 759, plus 820 or something like that. Still good money, especially if you put 100 on it. Still good money, right? Even
we're not the best at extra innings and closing games. So as you see, it's 2-2 and it's not over 2-0, right? Like
yeah, right.
They had when they get up that second run and 8th, 9th inning.
Yeah, it was the bottom of the 8th.
Exactly. So hedge tips, hedge. Philly will go ahead and ES you.
Right. All right, and that's a good segue, man, to get into baseball bets, and we'll start with, obviously, with you, B Diddy. How you doing? How did you do this week? Kind of quick recap of your betting week, if you put any plays in, and you got anything on golf? Right, golf is tight right now with the U.S. Open. If I'm not mistaken, it's a good top 3. I think Speed. I forget how you say his name. I think he's in the running. I think he's like second or third. I think maybe 2 behind.
You got Uthenheiser. He's number 1 right now, I think.
Yeah, I think he's up by a couple of strokes, right?
Yeah. I didn't do anything with golf this week. I was really just kind of focusing on dibble-dabbing, some baseball here and there. And obviously just focusing on basketball, make sure I can stay on some of those prop bets. Been kind of it was a good game yesterday. It's been a pretty good series too. I was surprised that the Bucks took 3, but so far so good this week actually. I would say I'm probably like 62%. So on the plus side, but not a whole lot of plays, right? Just cutting down because baseball has been a little funky between 7-inning doubleheaders and pitchers not going deeper into games. I've been really hesitant as of late playing, my baseball plays, especially now even looking like, I used to be a nerfy guy, right?
Yep.
That's now changed too. So it's kind of like I can't even hit my stride on the nerfy plays, which is no runs in the first inning. It's been kind of tough with these doctoring of the baseballs, or no doctoring of the baseballs has kind of made an impact. So I've kind of taken a little step back, just trying to look a little bit more into baseball, see if I can get any more tells. So I'm kind of in the middle of that study session.
Nice.
But if I see something, I'm attacking it,
All right. So let's one of your strategies, and these are some tips on that right now, how to win and bet how to win when betting baseball.
Yeah.
One of your strategies is the no run first inning, especially with any type of aces on the mound. And you
Yeah.
got into it with the change in the ball, and we've seen a kind of change in that strategy. So talk to everybody about how you've kind of either maybe pulled back on that bet because that was one of your go-to gems, or what you've seen has changed since the ball has been kind of changed with no sticky stuff on the ball. How's that kind of change your approach to that bet? Because
I
I've
mean,
seen that bet tick the other way a
for
little bit
sure.
more frequently, where there's usually at least one run in that first inning.
Yeah, it's tough now, right? You used to kind of be able to bake on those stars, those aces going out there and handling business at least for the first 3 outs. Um, it's up in the air now. So at that point, I can't put my money on that because there'd be a lot of juice on that to risk. So you're
Right.
not talking about an even bet or a -110. You're talking about -150, -160. And
Mm,
now these aces like a Garrett Cole or it's really only one pitcher at the moment that you really couldn't have Jacob DeGrom that you could really rely on. And then he over the past 2 games with
got
I know
hurt.
he got hurt, but over the
Yeah.
past 2 games he was giving up runs. So it's really kind of like pump the brakes. I'm not sure if it's the baseball they were doctoring that was giving them that extra benefit to helping their game out.
Yeah.
Or if it's the opposite strategy that these guys don't feel like they have enough control of the baseball, that they're not, as sharp as they are. So I'm fading away from that. I would probably start leading and try to strategize on the runs in the first, runs in the first inning. But as if not, I've kind of stepped away from both those prop bets and just kind of looking at the games, maybe some of the first halves, and just hoping that the better pitcher can get through those first 5 innings up or at least tied, so I can get the money back. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, more of the first halves. Then also I've been looking at more of the run team totals for teams versus the outcomes of the games, because in baseball now, our stars, our starting aces, our starting pitchers aren't going 7 to 8, 9 innings. Right?
Yeah.
It's really rarely that they're doing that. So you're going to have your bullpen coming in, and then that's when if you don't know your studies in your bullpens, who's weak, who's strong, then you're gonna fall into some comebacks late in games, and then you're gonna get screwed. So for me, I'm looking at first half games, and I'm also looking at run totals, and that's what I'm kind of focusing on going into the end of the season until the playoffs start.
All right. Yeah. So that's some good gems that you just dropped there, man. And you're just switching the focus from the no run first inning to now looking at the first five, right? And it's kind of like if you bet basketball, it's kind of like looking at the first half, in the first 5 innings of a baseball game. So these are some of the type of bets that you have to understand and know for baseball. One, obviously, we have money line, right? Money line bet is a team just to win, and you'll pay for the juice if there's a big ace like the Coles, the DeGomes. I'm trying to think. This is just the two that top off of my head. I know, like Chris Sale's coming back for the Red Sox, so he should be, probably heavily
Right.
priced, especially.
Musgrave for the
Yeah,
San Diego
Musgrave.
Padres. I
Yeah,
mean, it's obviously every team has an ace.
yeah. Every team has a strong ace, so that's the money line. The run line is when you see like -1.5. So that means that they have to win by at least 2 runs.
Mhm.
And that happens a little bit more often than people think in baseball. So there's the run line. Then, like B Diddy said, the first half, right? So you can do a bet on the first 5 innings. You can bet on the total runs in the first 5 innings. You can bet on the run line in the first 5 innings. You can bet on the money line on the first 5 innings. Then, obviously, you have your prop bets, your strikeouts, your hits, your home runs if you can get lucky enough. All those player prop bets are already built in there.
Mhm.
Then you have what was a not even a hidden gem, but a gem that we played well and we did it often, was a no run first inning.
Yeah.
And that's when usually with two aces on the mound, usually you would get no runs in the first inning, get the batters out 1, 2, 3. Obviously, most of the time that would typically work. But now with the ball change and the substance and the banned substance not being able to the ball, we're seeing the ball being hit on the field a little bit more, and we're seeing runs being scored. So we've shifted our focus a little bit from the no run first inning now to the first half inning. So, another strategy to help you win in betting baseball that I like to use, I like to fade the sweep. So I like to fade when a team has beaten another team either 2 or 3 times, in a 3 or 4 game set series. Usually, I stay away from the interconference type games when AL plays NL, and they don't usually play like maybe twice, or those little series when there's a 2 game series. But when there's a 3 game series or 4 game, I like to take a look at those, look at the metrics, look at what field they're at. Right? Is it a home run friendly field? And then looking at, okay, who's on the mound, how are we batting? What is some our win loss in like the last week? You know, how many times have they been swept in the season? How many times they've been swept in this team in a season? So all those questions and all those statistics and analytics start to play in the back of my head, and I need to understand. Okay, is where's my plus EV? What are the chances of this team winning? Because obviously it's not like 100%, but if I'm more like 60% chance that this team is not going to get swept, or they haven't been swept, they typically don't get swept in the season, I might pull the trigger on that play. So those are a good strategy that I like to use, when I'm looking at games, because it's going to be nothing but baseball soon, y'all. The series is up. It's 3-2 with Phoenix and the Bucks, and I think I called this, right. I think I told you about this for my membership players. What did I say? Super long shot. 4-3 Bucks.
Yeah.
Right. 4-3 Bucks. Right. I have a feeling this is going to Milwaukee. This is going back to Milwaukee. So that was plus 700. God damn, more James, man. Giving out more money, man. Like, what can we do, man? What can we do? The proof is in the pudding, man.
That is true. Hold on, I'm about to show you. that I followed that after you did that, but I didn't get that plus. I got that even. Let me see. Where do I have it at?
What you got it at, bro? Let's go, man.
Let's see.
What you got for me?
Let me see if I can find it. Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so and y'all out there, man, tell me about some of the baseball strategies you guys know, right? It's not all about us. It's a group, it's a group effort, it's a group teaching. Because y'all might do some stuff. Y'all might be older than me and been in the game long enough. What you got for me? Ooh, yeah, there he is.
5 units there.
Yeah, get that money.
Give me Milwaukee.
Yeah, right.
Got a little nerve. I started sweating on the 0-2.
Yeah,
but I'm okay now.
Look at you.
I'm okay now. I feel much better.
What did you used to say?
I'm over here like Giannis. 1 game left, baby. Let's go.
What you said when we was on last week? What I tell y'all? Every time we talk about it, what I tell y'all about them Suns, baby.
I mean, listen. I had I got some Suns action too. I had to cover that. You know what I'm saying? I had some Suns.
Are they still even now? No, they can't be even now. Up 3-2.
No, it's not even.
I
got some Suns action, but I got the prop on it, like Suns 4-2.
Right.
So those are actions that are going. So now I'm just just follow with the Milwaukee, because Milwaukee is the bigger bet. The Suns bets were plus money, so it was just prop bets to kind of just hedge just in case, because they went up 0-2. I had to jump on like, oh, okay, I can't just lose five units, right? Like, I'm not going to ride out 0-2. I had to figure out a way to kind of figure it out. So I'm okay with that, But yeah, definitely, like you said, if y'all got some tips, man, let us know.
Yeah, for sure. I've been on the Bucks for a while. We put the hedge in.
Yeah,
we had that super play. I want to say Giannis. If the Bucks win, Giannis should win the MVP. It's gonna be tough though, because Middleton has been balling.
Nah, it's gonna be Giannis.
It's got to be.
Giannis been consistent. He's been consistent coming off the knee injury. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he just coming off the hyperextended knee.
Right.
Gave you 40. Giving you consistent 30s.
And the play of the
and the block,
the plays, the block, and then the strip by last night. The strip in the oop at the end in the N1 was a defining moments. And then the only thing I could talk about Phoenix defining moments was Booker going off, and I think it was game 2 when he went off for the first time for 40.
But I think I said, and I told you Booker can get 40. You know, he don't need to get 40, but he can get 40.
Oh
But
yeah,
I think if the Bucks play well, they're just tough to beat. But I got to go back to Chris Paul. I got to put this on Chris Paul. I mean, what's going on? You
right.
get here. Is Drew Holiday strapping you down? He's just not activated. And I know he had
Is he a
21 points
choke?
last night.
Is he a choke artist?
I don't want to say choke. He's just not activated. I don't know what it is. Over the first couple games, he's under 10 points. Besides game one, I believe. And then last night he didn't start getting a rhythm until late in the game, which was almost too late. But it's kind of weird, man. I don't know what's up with Phoenix. Phoenix got all starting five in double figures last night. Like Giannis says, they keep fighting. Milwaukee keeps fighting. Bucks keep fighting. They keep finding ways to win, and that's why they're up 3-2. So we'll see what Phoenix can do in game six. But it's going to be tough to win in Milwaukee.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So let's let's take a look at this, man. Since you hit us up live.
I mean, Chris Paul could. I mean, he should get over 18. I think that's 18 is not a lot for Chris Paul.
Let's see.
You can even see in the bad game he had 21 the other night, or he's close to that 17 points. So yeah, it's not hard for Chris Paul to get. It's just, is he going to go get it? His back is going to be against the wall on game six. So yeah, over 18 points, it should be a lot.
So
he should not go down. He should not lose a series without fighting. That's not Chris Paul.
Right. So right now his prop is at 21.5.
Right. It's not 18. I don't know where you're getting 18 from. You got 18. I put your house on it. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Chris Paul's no way not getting over 18 points. Now 21, I know that's only a 2-3 point difference, but then we're getting in the rhythm of the game. But 18, he's going to kill 18. So if you can get 18, please let me know what book you found 18 at.
Because you're there
right now. Because it probably won't be there by the time I click on a button.
Right. So right now, looking at this game, in Milwaukee, the Bucks are favored by -5. Money line is -210. Total is 200 over and under 222. Man, I forgot that Phoenix had home court in this. So for the Bucks to win, that means they would essentially almost obviously swept them in the last 4 games. They beat them 4 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They want to win on the floor here. Obviously, must-win game for Phoenix. Question is, can they go to Milwaukee in a tough, hostile environment and get the win? Oh man, I liked Phoenix in this game right here because I have a feeling it's going to go 7, but Milwaukee's going to want to close out here. Obviously, right? You know what I mean? Like,
if you can close out, you can close out. I just think, I don't. There hasn't been a time I can say, "Oh, it's over." Phoenix can win in Milwaukee, with Milwaukee. They haven't done it, but if you look, they've been winning majority of these games up until the last 2 minutes. So it's not like they can't win these games. They're in position. They just starting to collapse late in games, and I think you're going to get the best out of Chris Paul, or whatever you're going to get. Well, he's going to shoot the rock. Right, he's going to find whatever his team needs. I think he's going to play a much better game in the closeout game. So you'll be able to get a lot out of him. And I think Phoenix comes ready to play. I think Monty Williams will get these guys ready to play and probably pretty much say, "Hey, listen, guys, this is it." So y'all done had this great season. Is it going to be up for nothing, or are we going to go get this and reach? So I think Monty's going to get these guys ready to play. I think I have leadership from Chris Paul. Plus 5.5 is a lot, but it's telling though. It's like, oh no, 5.5? It hasn't been 5.5 all series.
Mm-hmm.
And then that closeout game is 5.5. What is going on? I don't understand that. That's where I'm thinking maybe Bucks just kind of smack them. But the confidence in them leaving the court, I don't see none of the Phoenix players hanging their head. Right? I see Booker, Chris Paul both walking back. It looks like they're upset. I didn't hear the post game, but I don't see nobody like I didn't see that type of emotion like they're just kind of giving up. So, but -5, minus 5.5 is one of the biggest lines over these, at least the last 3 games. They've all been 4.5. Now it's 5.5. I don't know if that's telling, or do I jump on the grace of the 5.5 and take Phoenix here? I'll know later.
Well, what I'm looking is that their top 5 is just so heavy in minutes. Like
But
they're
it's
all
both teams though. Look at Milwaukee's top 5. They only went 6,
yeah
7 deep. I think
yeah
as they should.
as they should.
So
As
they both are going in, but they're only these games are close. They're all going down to the wire the last 2 games.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So
No,
it's like 5.5. I don't know.
so no, Cam wasn't hurt. He did play. I'm looking at him now. He played for 21
Yeah, he
minutes.
played.
That's six.
I had to put on his live props. Live props is on his. Well, I got him at 5.5 points. I was like, oh, 5.5 points. Cam's getting over 5.5 points. He got 6,
Right,
but he was
right.
getting over 5.5.
Barely.
Thank you.
So, looking at the odds right now. So the Bucks are obviously favored to win the championship, as they should, heavily minus 390. The Suns are plus 330. Our futures, it's a runaway at this point. Giannis, look at that's crazy. Giannis minus 430 to win the MVP. Yo, if y'all was in a membership group, we got him at plus 400.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 400, not minus, plus 400. Jeez. Obviously Booker and Chris Paul right behind them. And Middleton has kind of really obviously fallen out of the win. So,
The
man,
question is this in the game.
go ahead.
All right, I know we got to move forward. Does Giannis get tight a little bit, right? Does he lean on what he usually does, right? Is he going to try to do too much and do his supporting roles around him, Middleton? And do we get another game like this from Drew Holiday again? I don't think so. Right? So I can see that change. I can see Drew Holiday not having the game he had last night in the next game. So that's going to go down. Middleton, he's up and down too, but he's been a little warm lately. Does he carry that into this game? So that's where I'm kind of leaning on the Suns, where I can see, like you said, I feel as though Chris Paul elevates here because he doesn't want to go down without a fight. He has that type of mindset and heart. So I know he's not going to go down fighting. As you can see, he cut his turnovers over this past game, but he wasn't activated enough. I think he was kind of playing a little bit of like hesitant because he's been hurting his team with the turnovers. And then Booker's going to continue to cook. And Ayton, we're going to get Ayton involved. So I see them more improvement coming from Phoenix versus the improvement coming from Milwaukee. I see more of a decline because I don't think Drew Holiday can continue to score 28 and 28 and 11 or something, 28, something crazy.
Yeah.
I see that not happening again. So with that being said, I'm just thinking out loud as I'm analyzing the game. It will go 7. It will go 7.
It will go 7. Yeah. See, as soon as they lost, I was like, immediately in my head, I was like, I like Phoenix next game.
41 minutes, 27 and 13.
Yeah, I like Phoenix. I like Phoenix next game. Plus 5. You gotta think you're gonna get obviously an all out effort here. But in my head, I forgot that Phoenix had home court. So if you're Milwaukee, you don't want to go back to Phoenix, right? Like you want to obviously end it here, close out the show, win on your home court. So you're going to get an inspired, all out effort here from the Bucks. I can see first quarter really being Milwaukee side. Right now, that is at minus 1.5 for minus 118 on the juice. I like that play for the first quarter for the Bucks. And then looking back, last game, obviously Phoenix came out really strong. Let's do this live. Let's look at the trend here. This is how we break down bets. Well, at least I do. All right. So Phoenix came out in game 4. They won the first quarter. Phoenix won the first quarter again. Have the Bucks even won? Okay.
Yeah, I think they won like one first quarter.
They won one. Yeah, they have. Wow.
Yeah,
So
it's been Suns. Mm-hmm.
Wow. 1, 2, 3. So we're in game 5 going to game 6.
Yeah.
So that's a nice little gem for y'all that I just did and how we break down games because I was wrong actually. The Bucks are 1-6. I'm sorry, 1-5 right? Because they've had 1-4.
1-4.
Yeah, 1-4. Yeah, 1-4 and first quarter spreads. So what are the odds of them winning again, right? Or winning the first quarter next, right? And when you look at those odds, right, that's about what? Almost 70% of their losing in the first quarter. When things like that are telling, right, unless you go with your gut, that little small gut intuition, little luck, that small little factor, you got to play the numbers. You got to play the side on that. And the numbers are telling you that Phoenix comes out better in the first half. I mean, the first quarter.
Yeah.
So the play, believe it or not, should be the Suns from the number. And now you get into your other factors that can dictate that, right? Milwaukee's going to be super amped. They're going to be super hype, right? They can win the championship on their home floor. The crowd is going to be nuts.
And then also, I don't know if it's become a rhythm, but Giannis plays like 3 minutes and he sits on the bench for another 3 in the first quarter. So that's kind of been, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his nerves or he gets too excited for a game, but he only plays like the first 3 minutes of the first quarter. Then he sits for like 3 minutes and comes back at like the 7-minute mark, 6-minute mark.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you've been noticing that. Those are things you got to notice if you're watching the game. That's what's been going on, which also plays into Phoenix having an advantage going into the first quarter. So for me, I've always played Phoenix 1. I think I lost that one game is lost, but it's always been Phoenix. And I've been playing Phoenix first 5 to score. So it's Phoenix first 5 to score and Phoenix first quarter. And I might go first. I might be on a plus side on this one because I beat at Milwaukee. I don't know if the props are there yet, but that'll be the play for me. It'll be first 5 Phoenix, first quarter, sorry.
So I'm looking at this first quarter, man, and they're all been just the one is not, but in all the another little gem I just found, because I'm looking at the number, right? So you can protect. There's 2 ways to play this, right? I wouldn't play 1.5. I would either pay a little bit of juice on or play the plus EV play. So these are the 2 plays I'm looking at for the first quarter. And like I said, we're doing this live, and I'm going to put this play in live. And B Diddy, just go with my thinking here. So we have in all the plays for the first quarter that Phoenix have won, out of the 4 that they have won in the first quarter, they've won by at least 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So right now, minus 2.5 for the first quarter is plus 210, which is, obviously 2-1, which is kind of telling that, that's kind of a, that's might be a little bit of a long shot there. Just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. But it's worth the 50 to win, 105. But then to protect yourself, plus 2.5 is only minus 130. It's not that much juice on there.
Mm-hmm.
For a team that has only lost the first quarter once, they're minus 130 at plus 2.5 for the first quarter.
So you're getting a grace there, right? But I don't think any of the first quarters have been close. Like I think they've all been 3 or more. There hasn't been, if I'm correct, there hasn't been no 2-point first quarters.
No, it's all been 3 or more.
Right. Yeah, 3 or more.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
The plus 2.5 really don't play here, because if they're going to lose the first quarter, it will be 3 or more, right? That's what we're saying. We're playing the numbers. So it'll be
right.
Bucks will go out and open up 27, 20, 22, 24.
Right. Yeah.
Or you're going to see the opposite. So, I guess if you want to pay the 30 juice.
Yeah.
Just to have some type of, hopefully it'll be close, even if the Phoenix doesn't come out strong, then yeah. I think it's a game 6. Bucks will be hyped. Maybe you do want to pay the 2.5.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here, because plus 2.5. So I'm in my head, I'm paying for the little bit of insurance and protection, just in case. Like we said, the crowd factor, the nervousness factor, all these different, kind of little scenarios that can help and play into the decision. You got to think that they're going to be super loud, super hype. But then you said Giannis goes out, in the first quarter as well for a couple minutes. Not sure why or what the strategy is, but I'm assuming that they're going to continue to do that. That Phoenix can kind of withstand the blow. Monty's a smart coach. He definitely understands situational. Where they're going in. They're going into the Lions' den, and they have to be able to take the first blow. And be able. We all know. You've seen the coaching say it a million times. We all know that we're going to come out hard and come out strong. The excitement. We got the jitters out. Let's play basketball. Let's play our style of basketball.
Mhm.
You know, so I could see that happening here. But my thing is about the number is that it's not a big number to lay with minus 130. The telling part though is a point is only minus 160. So plus 3.5 Phoenix is minus 160, which is not which I would think would be a
What's the
little bit
line? What's the line? What's the regular line?
1.5.
Minus 1.5.
Minus minus 1.5 Milwaukee.
Yeah, just go Phoenix. I mean, don't read too much deep unless you're going to go the opposite way and get the juice of +2.
Yeah.
Then just play the regular line.
All right, we're gonna drop that in right now.
Because it's going to go left or right. I mean, either Phoenix going to come out and play or they're not. It's not going to be. I don't see it being a 1-point first quarter. It just hasn't been that way in the series.
Yeah,
And if it happens, then then it happened. But ultimately, the numbers is telling you first quarters have been 3+ points or more. Either side. And there's only been 3+ points one side, and that's Milwaukee at one time out of the 5 games.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the numbers. If you say you're going to go with the numbers, then you're going to go Phoenix.
Yep.
And just take Phoenix, and maybe if you want to gamble, get the +2. Get the -2.5, and get the plus money. That's good value. I do see Phoenix coming out just like they came out last game. Ready to play. Their backs against the wall. They lose. Chris Paul. Nobody wants to lose to Chris Paul. Like everybody in that locker room looking at each other like, yo, what can I do?
Yep.
So they're going to run that pick and roll. They're going to get an easy 2 basket and probably get a 3 that goes up first 5, and then they'll catch a roll. That's what's been going on. And then you're going to see Milwaukee probably have more anxiety and anxiousness than anything because it's a closeout game. They're at home. There's going to be so much excitement. The nervous is probably going to be more for Milwaukee than it is for the Suns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's how I look at it.
Let's
and you can tell, like I said, I watch players and I watch how they come on the court and come off the court. Those are all my tells. I seen Giannis like, one more. There we go.
There we go. It's in there.
Oh, you can go for it. Go for the 210. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going for the 210.
Why not?
Then
There's good value there. It's good value.
Yep. Going with the numbers, y'all. It's a free bet, free play.
I like the nervousness going into the Milwaukee. That's why it's always hard to close out games because it's just tough.
Yep.
And that's why I said the 5.5 is a lot of points in a closeout game. I just don't understand it. But, the line will tell me Milwaukee. The line tells me Milwaukee.
Yeah. No, it does.
I just can't do it. So, maybe I tease up and get over +10 for Phoenix and marry it with maybe the under. It should be a tight game. It shouldn't be a lot of points scored in this game like it was this last game. I may do that. I may go, what's the total?
222.
222, so get me up to 227.
Yep.
Maybe I might go yeah, maybe I might go tease Phoenix plus over 10. So it'll be Phoenix 10.5 and under 227. That might be my play.
Nice. I like it, man. So we gave you a nice little gem for baseball. Put it in. I mean, for basketball, put it in live right before the show. I don't see any baseball plays that that I could give out live. That's not in the membership group, man. So
okay. I don't know. I do have a play in baseball though. I think I like.
Go
so
ahead.
1 p.m. game.
Yeah.
It's Toronto, Texas. I like Toronto here with Ryu now. Yeah.
Ryu?
Ryu. So I might do first half Blue Jays, but I actually like them full game. I'm just gonna make sure the lineup is right.
I was all over them yesterday, but obviously it got postponed. So.
Yeah, just make sure the lineup is right. Make sure you got those players that's in. I don't see too many people on Toronto that's on any DLs or not having a day off. But I might like them in their run line, -1.5 here.
Agreed.
Texas is trash. And I think Allard is probably like their second or third best pitcher. And his ERA is 3.7. So you're going to get some runs in that short field in Toronto or what is it, down in Florida.
Yeah.
So give me Toronto there. Give me Toronto first half. Give me Toronto run line. And then I think it was another game.
Hey.
We can't keep my bad.
This one.
There's an under though.
Just one.
There's an you sure there's one?
Just one.
All right. There's a couple unders that you might want to.
Yeah. We'll talk after. We'll talk after.
All right, we're gonna give them 2 minutes to the plate. Yeah. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all get that. You know what I'm saying? And let's get these plays because we've been running really hot, and we can't wait till football season.
Oh my God,
that's what we do.
Oh my God. So speaking of football, man, before we close out the show, I think this is important because I think Tom and the guys at ATD Radio, they have a sponsorship, and I think it's really important to talk about what we saw with Richard Sherman, man. Obviously many of us in our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. And ATD Radio and, of course, MoneyPot are all happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need any mental health therapy or addiction detox, please call 856-651-8117 and tell them that MoneyPot and Tom sent you. I think that was kind of important to kind of say and add to the conversation because the one thing that I saw, and I think Shannon Sharp put it so articulately, he put it so perfectly, that this was the best outcome that we could have had happen, right? There was a lot of different factors that happened that night. Most of us have probably all seen the video and how kind of out of character Richard Sherman looked like, and how ugly that situation could have been, especially for how things have been going on, for the most part of what we see visually from the media, what is given to us. And I think that you have to give kudos to the family of Richard Sherman, to his wife for doing the right thing, calling the police and then sticking by him, by the way, afterwards, saying that we're going to get through this. We're married, through sick or through poor. Richard, I forget the vowels off the top of my head or what they say.
Damn, you all fucked up. Richard, what?
Right.
It's pretty simple.
Where's the book? But
this is a married man, everybody.
Yeah, right.
He done did them guys. Well, you know they are. Man, I'm telling the wife, bro. I'm telling the wife.
You can tell. She all right. But yeah, no, just sticking by him, saying that we're going to get through it. And kudos to the stepfather as well, because we all know another man banging on your door like that.
I don't know.
He kept his composure.
I get you.
Right. You know what I mean? Because that could, like I said, that could have been really ugly, right? Because another man bang on your door like that more than once, it could be a problem.
Sometimes it might have been earned. It might have been earned for my door to be banged on like that. Right. I don't know what's going on over there, but to me, tape seemed like there was some issues between the stepfather and Richard Sherman and
yeah, right.
But kudos to the wife though, for sure, for sticking by her husband.
Yeah,
whatever the situation may or may not be. But I think like what A2D Radio is saying, listen, man, families, mental health and addiction is please make sure you get the help that you need. And we got to start supporting our people to moving forward with that and reaching out for help and being open to ask for help, So I hope that situation irons out as smooth as possible. Like I said, we know we all watch Richard Sherman. We all feel as though we know Richard Sherman personally, and his character does a lot for the community, and he's very intellectual. So it was very surprising to see that. But that just lets us know that sometimes what we see and always what's going on inside. So just lead with love and be kind to people, man. And you never know that person's walking past you, what they're going through. Sometimes just a hello or good morning, hope everything is well. God bless you. Is always good just to do to somebody. Could change somebody's whole mentality of one direction they were going to that might just shift them to go back or get them back to where they need to be. You never know. I'm sure there's plenty of people we don't walk past that were going down a wrong path, and we possibly could have helped by just saying hello. So along with what A2D Radio is doing and supporting mental health and that center, let's make sure we're also playing our part by being a little bit more kinder in society, especially in the ugly place that we're living in right now with social media, the accessibility to see a lot of nasty and ugly things and sites that we see on a daily basis. So let's just change that as best as we can, and lead with happiness, lead with love, and it's okay to say hello and hi and how you doing. So that's one to say. I'm sorry I got in a little rant, but
No, you good. You good. It was definitely needed, man. It made me feel good about this morning. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It changed my way, right? Because before I was going to chill. Now I'm about to go to this poker table.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Get that good vibe, that good energy,
yeah,
man.
get that good
Have
energy.
the bad swing
That was
better for
switched up.
you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
man.
for everybody here at MoneyPot Podcast, Moss Money, B Diddy, to my guys Steve-O, Renzo, for everybody for joining, man. Y'all already know the place. Go ahead, share, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, man. MoneyPot, Money Team. We out.
Yeah.
Do you?
Come on, man. Yo, MoneyPot about to start.
I know, I'm coming, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real.
I ain't down, fuck it, man. Come on.
Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man.
True.
Yeah.
Side guy, that's boy.
MoneyPot, money talk. All they do is talk facts. Bird gang. All they do is talk stacks. 360 on the new view. Go run, tell that. 40-yard dash time. Moss Money Podcast time. S.co headline.